just looking at this main menu, there's obviously two little itsy-bitsy options which are completely locked off. And they sound so intriguing. Interview room, death cards. Well, I think I already saw or heard about what death cards are, but interview room? This be for, like, all the characters? The tantalizing secrets. But I shouldn't go down that rabbit hole. I've rambled a lot already, but I should probably stop and just get on. Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we are with Zodiac Trial. So I don't know much about this game in terms of just reading out the Steam page, and it sounds like a clear-cut, bare of bones, almost normal death game. Just the sound of it, there's not really any big, I guess, hooks, but that remains to be seen. Because the one thing that's interesting to me, first off, which make me go into this more, is the fact that this main menu and what I've seen both has a sort of sci-fi element, yet everything in terms of screenshots of what little I've heard of it makes it feel like it's so grounded. And I'll be more astonished out of anything if this is a completely grounded story with absolutely no sci-fi elements whatsoever. I'll actually be more astonished than that. And just the name itself gets me thinking. We should probably get into it, but Zodiac Trial. I don't think it has anything to do with the Zodiac Killer, or that seems too easy, but maybe Zodiac signs? Do you believe in destiny? No, it sucks. Huh? Where'd that come from? Philosophical discussions, you understand. Just hear me. Do you believe in destiny? No. I guess it depends on what you mean. I have seen many different stories and different tales talk about destiny in some ways, both good and bad, but generally speaking, no, it's basically forcing you what to do. Or at least all the implications just make it feel so wrong. Perhaps I should ask in a less obtuse way. Do you believe that your future is fated, bound to happen no matter what? I hope not. Of course not. The only one in charge of my life is me and me alone. Okay, whoever you are, Mr. Greeny, I like you. Well, I won't for one disagree. Well, I hate you immediately. The belief that we have any control over what will happen is simply the arrogance of humans. Well, we gotta have some small control over our lives, or just go into, like, bits of sadness and all that, so, chin up, you buckaroo. Why you being defeatist? Nihilistic. Or playing poker? I suppose you would call me a predeterminist. Yeah, I've seen many different stories talk about that. I'm not familiar with the term. Basically, it's the belief that since everyone in the past already exists, everything in the world moves on a cause and effect basis, everything in the future has to happen. Yeah. The world's deck is shuffled, as it were, and all that's left is to deal with the cards, one by one. I've seen many different stories deal with that, even in terms of time travel, or just stuff like that with gods, or like just fantasy or sci-fi stuff. Either in terms of sci-fi time loops, like it's always a fixed thing, and no matter what you do, it doesn't change anything, or literally, you going back in time to try to stop something actually just helps it more. So yeah. Oh boy, is this gonna go down the whole rabbit hole of that? Oh boy, strong feelings times. The world's deck is shuffled, as it were, and all that's left is to deal the cards, one by one. Any resemblance of free will that we have? Well, it's more of a coping mechanism than anything else. Your genes and history were decided without your input. Like it or not, those two factors really make the decisions. Yeah, that makes sense. I believe you there. Yeah. Damn, that's a bleak way of looking at things. You and me both. I actually think of it as a good thing. Whether or not I'm in control of myself doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so I'll just go about just going around your day, just do nothing, you're not in control of yourself, just do nothing, just go about your normal day, your job, and all that. Don't do anything, don't go outside of yourself, don't be unique in any way, don't worry about it. I usually treat that way for the benefits predetermination provides. I was just exploring just the whole fact of free will. Well, other games did that too. Benefits? What kind of benefits do you mean? I'm actually curious. Another question. Have you heard of Laplace's demon? It sounds familiar. I think it was in... yeah. Actually, seeing as you haven't even heard of predestination, I suppose the answers are obvious. Laplace's demon is a hypothetical created by Pierre Simon Laplace in 1814. This demon of his is quite the clever creature. It knows the precise location and momentum of every single atom in the whole wide universe. As if that wasn't enough, this demon's so clever that based on the information it has, it can predict where those atoms were and where they'll go. That just sounds like something a god would have. If this demon really existed, it could accurately recount every single historic event, regardless of location and time period. Yeah, like, predict all the routes the atoms would go if it has that precision and knowledge of everything. And if it existed, it can predict every single thing that has yet to come with 100% accuracy. I'm not seeing those benefits you were talking about. Well, obviously this example is extreme. I don't think you're explaining it too much, sorry. I cough a lot. I'm a tiny bit sick, maybe. But in a more controlled setting, geniuses can function much like Laplace's demon. Much more controlled. Through a careful analysis of the past, of cause and effect, probable futures can be gleaned. Yeah, that's a lot of knowledge and history stuff. Think. Humans are no more than fleshy wind-up toys. Oh, where's the hole for that little toy to wind up? Where's the crank? Think. Peer into the coding, the innermost mechanics, the clockwork within their minds. Think. Okay, think about what? Become a demon. Play with toys. Control the future. Okay, first step, that's a mood and a life goal. Second, I'm already doing that right now. And control the future, maybe that's the next step. Damn, my head aches. It's like I can hear a blaring noise just ringing. Make it stop. Shut up. This noise, it's so real. It is real. With my eyes, I find that I can actually see again. Well, that's how eyes work, you know. Move my legs, I find that I can actually spread them apart again. Okay. The pain in my muscles as I start to stretch out is just a reminder that I'm no longer tied up, no longer blinded and gagged. I see. The ringing stops, seemingly done its purpose of waking me up. I can see, and yet my vision is still obscured. And we're definitely in a school. What's that feeling in my face? In an instant, I realize that I'm wearing a mask. Oh, nice. What kind of mask? What the hell? Quickly, I started trying to pull it off. I struggled with it. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to remove it. After a strong yank, that fear subsided. Dang, it's not... What on earth is this? Is this a mouse mask? I would prefer a rat mask myself. It was made of cheap plastic, something you find in a bargain bin of a costume shop. Oh, yay. There's no hole for your mouth or ears or anything. Just two small ones you can see through and its big cartoonish eyes. One is next you can put over your head. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure this it needs a hole in the neck just to make sure you can actually put it on. Without it, it's just a mannequin head. Don't turn into the haunted mask from Goosebumps, okay? But wait, why is it struggling to yank it off? It was attached to something around my neck. Something's on my neck. Next thing I noticed was the cold, metallic, heavy necklace that must have been wrapped around my neck. Ooh, nice, stylish. Is it worth that thing? I get my hands rushed to try and yank it off, but this time it was no avail. I couldn't get a good look at it, but something metallic and heavy was strapped to my neck. Standard fare. And the shock of these rapid-fire discoveries and the drowsiness of waking up from my sleep had both worn off, I decided to actually take a look around at my surroundings. I appeared to be in a high school classroom. Yeah, if anything's to go by Mr. Skelly right there. A science classroom, I had to guess. What on earth was it doing here? Before I could start thinking about too much, I realized there was another person in the room with me, awkwardly getting to his feet. Hi. Ah! Okay. Whoa. Who the hell are you? What on earth are you doing here? Oh, I can't believe my name is me. How the hell should I know? Because you clearly brought me here. Please don't go this. What? No, I didn't. Really? Well, that's just what someone who did bring me here would say. And that's what someone who's pretending to be a victim would say, too. I have no idea what we're talking about right now. Exactly. Don't play games with me. Well, get some Monopoly and we'll play some games, too. I wake up with a mask on my head and I run to class, and you expect me to believe that guy already in the room with me has nothing to do with it? I just woke up here, too. In fact, I also woke up with a mask on my head. Look. You show what looked to be mask of an ox. Okay, every single character has an animal mask. Okay. It looked to be much in the style of mine. Wait, huh, okay, rat? Yeah, actually it's in the style of Zodiac, just thinking about the top of my head. Okay, I don't know what the other animals on the Zodiac are because some of them aren't really animals? Well, I think that the names themselves and the symbols aren't really animals themselves. Maybe they're... Well, like Chinese New Year's and all that. Like, there's the year of the rat or mouse. There's the year of the ox. I think there's one of the tiger. I don't know what the rest are. Take a few breaths to calm myself. I thought through the situation and realized I was being a little quick in judgment to start making accusations. I see. So you really don't have any idea what's going on right now? No. None. Judging by the circumstances, I can only guess that currently we're in the same boat, but we're in a classroom. Let me guess, you were randomly assaulted and kidnapped as well? Yeah. Yeah, hurt like hell too. Last night, I was returning back to my apartment. It was late at night, I was going up the steps then. Before I knew what was going on, I felt a massive shock to my back. My muscles started spazzing out of control. But then you felt the sensation of being tied up and gagged? So... But you weren't gagged on here, so how long were you... One for like an instant, a blindfold was under my eyes and a gag was running around my mouth. I just started to recover from what I assumed was a taser. My hands were tied around my back. Okay, I see. From there, as much as I struggled, I was really just along for the ride. Well, you know, as it is. Predestination. Your choices don't matter. Someone else makes the choices for you. I was driving for a bit. Then I assumed I was put in a car, or truck, or something. Or a bus. I was in the mood for a while. Then I wasn't. I drove a bit further. It's hard to tell. I was already tired. The shock took a lot out of me. It's crazy to believe, given the circumstances, but after a while, I fell asleep. Well, you gotta get your strength up, you know? It's not really that surprising. Had been hours of nothing anyways. No stimulation at all. I figured if my kidnapper wanted me awake, they'd wake me up. I guess they did. Yes, it's a waking call of all times. Damn it, who's the bastard did assault me? What gives them the right? Well, the fact they kidnapped you, they had that right. Hey, calm down. I get the outrage, but these are the sorts of situations where losing your temper can be deadly. For now, I'll just try to figure out what's going on calmly. No! Yeah, you're right, I gotta focus. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe out. There, that's better. Sorry about all that. I was really acting myself for a moment there. Totally understandable. Frankly, it's impressive that you managed to calm down at all. It's a good thing you were here to calm me down, otherwise I probably wouldn't have. Well, you first accused him of being the person behind everything, so don't count your eggs in your own basket just yet. So first things first, we should make introductions, right? My name is Me. Me? Yes! Hold on. Huh? Considering the circumstances, giving out names might not be the best idea. Screw that! My name's Me! Huh? Why? I'll think about it. We know nothing about each other, we know nothing about where we are, we know nothing about why we're here. That didn't answer my question. Look, I'm not saying this turns a bad idea or anything. I'm just saying that there's a chance that we're being monitored or something, and saying our names could backfire somehow. I'm pretty sure if this was planned, they already know everything. What does that matter? See, finally! If we're being monitored, it's probably by the people who kidnapped us. In that case, they should already know our names. Probably, but is there any reason to even risk it? Yes? I don't see the use in exchanging names. Okay. The use is so we can actually call each other by name instead of just saying, hey, you! Oh, hi, me! Well, that's the problem. Let's just make up surnames in the meantime. Surnames. Say, based on these masks we woke up in, what kind of surnames can you make with those? Fine, so I guess I call you Ox. That is not a surname of any kind, that you're just naming him an animal. Sure, and I'll call you Rat. I'm not a snitch. Veto. What? I don't want to be called Rat. But it's good. It's short, sweet, simple. Why not? Why not? Because Rat is an insult. That's why not. Would you want to be called Rat? Fair point, I suppose. Okay, so Ox, Bull, or Cow? Okay, I call you Cow now. Mouse, then. Guess I'll have to do. Not what I would have gone with, though. So, Ox, what's our plan of attack here? What's the protocol? Well, if we want a protocol, emergency plans on the wall, okay? I'm not sure there's a protocol for this sort of situation. I think trying to figure out what's even going on would be a good starting point. What is this music? Okay. Let's analyze the situation. Where are we taking? Are there any dangers? Where are we? What are those on the table? table is more interesting. I don't know. Books? Other books? Pencils? They appear to be tablets of some sort, but I don't know if they're related to our situation. Seriously? You think these are normally found in a classroom? Well, I mean, I had to deal with that in a classroom. Like, you gotta use a tablet to look in the interwebs if there was no computers or anything like that. They were found on trolley, though, for charging, though. Schools are modernizing with the times. Who's to say they wouldn't employ tablets out with their lesson plans? Yes, you're right, my sir. But look, there's a mouse and ox symbol drawn on them. Well, that's certainly more compelling evidence. I grabbed one and tried to turn it on, but there was no response. Well, this is worthless. Chuck in the trash. Huh. It's not turning on. Maybe it needs batteries? I would think it's been modified in some way, blowing that up when necessary. Perhaps the kidnappers will use this to contact us. Are you sure? Wouldn't it be fine to let us turn it on to the home screen and then text us the messages or pictures or whatever? I feel like hacking the tablet itself was unnecessary. Functionally, I'm sure there could have been a workaround. Perhaps this was done for aesthetic purposes. Oh yes, I love leaving random things all around just for aesthetic purposes. Well, I say that, but I have a whole tower of gum over there. Seems like a lot of work just to make it look cooler. I think we're getting off topic here. Much of this debate is grounded in speculation anyways. I'm pretty sure at this point everything's gonna be speculation anyway, so... What do we actually want to do with them? I am not sure. For now, I guess I'll hold onto the one with the mouse on the back of it, and you can hold onto the one with the ox on the back of it. Okay, how do you know it's a mouse and not a rat? I'm calling bullshit on that, mouse. Sound fair? Fine, that makes sense to me. Assuming we're gonna use all these questions, though. Are we taking? Are there any immediate dangers? Where are we? Danger? I'm not sure about that, though. Although, if I had to say something, this brings me some concern. He just drew his neck, which I now notice boasts an incredibly dangerous-looking metal contraption. Whoa, what the hell is that? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's around your neck as well. Nice, stylish. Well, it just looks like a bland, just thick jewelry piece. So, Presumably, I can't actually see what's around mine. It is? Oh crap, you're probably right. Seriously, what the hell is that? Well, it seems to connect to the bottoms of our mask for one. See, there's these magnetic straps attached when seen to line up with these other parts. So I guess tearing it off starts something? Doubt it? Or maybe it's like you'll wait till everyone wakes up and gets acclimated just to make sure everything starts. You touched my neck brace. Don't touch me. So what? These are just to help us wear masks? Seems excessive. I'm always surprised that was their only purpose. Well, yeah, it's for aesthetic purposes, like you mentioned before. There's a variety of other uses they might have. Like what? For instance, they might have microphones or speakers installed. There's probably some sort of tracking device embedded which gives away our location. And if I were to wager a bet, there's probably some way of remotely killing us with these. Remotely killing us? Was that the Phoenix Wright damage sound effect? Oh boy. I started struggling with the necklace, seeing if I can pull it off. Hey, calm down. I don't think whoever put those on would be so kind as to let them be pulled up by force like that. Calm down? You know, for someone who claims to be in the same position as me, you sure seem pretty chill with the possibility of your own death. I've been living my own death every day. Wait, what? Nothing. Obviously, death is the worst case scenario, but that has no bearing on how I should act right now. Really, I'm just being logical. And logical is for wimps! How's this for logic? My neck plus death device equals not a good time. See, mouse makes sense. That equation add up for you? Look, if they really wanted to kill us, our kidnappers would have done it any time. So if they can kill us, we should be safe for now. Not the most reassuring reasoning there. We're not in the most reassuring situations. Where are we? So what makes you special? I can't imagine we were kidnapped for no good reason. Do you have anyone who hates you? Any reason to suspect you to be targeted like this? Let's see. Well, I did piss off my sister by stealing her for cereal earlier. So maybe that. Was there any good reason that I'd be kidnapped? Serial incident. Obviously serial incident, because it means serious business. Very serial business. As much as I love to say I was a sort of adventurous girl to have been made a dozen criminal endings in my past, I couldn't think of a single thing resembling a motive for my kidnapping. I don't know any secrets. I don't have any rich or powerful relatives, at least not to my knowledge. Well, someone won the lottery in the meantime. You weren't known about it because... Have you seen the horror stories around winning lotteries? Yeah, of course they won't tell you. I haven't done anything that would leave someone cursing my name. Again, at least not to my knowledge. And the true villain is basically just someone who's mindly inconvenienced by everyone here. You didn't hold the door open for them when you were leaving the cafe shop? Starbucks? Ugh, instant death list. Now, just a student almost out of law school. Ah, yes, see? You were out of law school, and you were just walking back to your dorm or your house. You didn't open the door for them. Terrible person, Mouse. I was aiming to work as a defense attorney. Now if I actually became a defense attorney, well, then there might have been some motivation somewhere. But why target a student? No, there were no leads to be found down this line of thinking. Sorry, but I can't really think of anyone who'd have it out for me. Unless we're being put disgruntled law students in the suspect list. And we're not. You're not a law student? Shame. You're an outsider now. We're only 2 people in this room. Shame. Yeah, I'm fresh out ideas. What about you? You make any dangerous enemies? Unfortunately, yes. At this point, I probably made dozens. And none stand out to me, so I can't really use it as a metric to pin anything down. Dozens. Should I be concerned? Just step away. Yes, well, it comes with the occupation. I see. What? What's with the look? Ox? Are you a mob boss? Yes, no question. What? No! How on earth did you get that sort of impression of me? Well, how else would you make so many dangerous enemies at your age? Exactly. You know what? Forget it. Oh, so now you bring it up and you don't want to tell me after I told you what my job is? Even more shame, ostracization, peer pressure. Go. This is serial business, okay? This is pointless to talk about. If we could pin down which one would have it in for me, it'd explain why they also capture you. Unless, do you happen to know me? I'm pretty sure you would clean that from the fact I'm, tell me your name! No, code names. What? Now that you mention it, he did look vaguely familiar. Ah, I see. You didn't hold the door open for him when you were leaving, too. I couldn't place it well enough to say anything for certain. Sorry, I've got nothing. There's some connection between us, I can't find it. I can't seize it. In that case, it's best to assume that the deductions were semi-arbitrary. What to talk about? So, where do you think are we? I think we're stuck in a warehouse. This appears to be a school classroom of some sort. Nah, we're obviously in a janitorial closet. Probably a science classroom of some sort, judging by the diagrams and textbooks lined up over there, and the aesthetic tablets on the table, as you so eloquently pointed out. I got that much genius. I'm asking what the hell that means. It means learn. I'm not sure. Taking us to a school certainly is an odd choice. You say that, but it's not. Shouldn't there be kids here? It should be Tuesday, right? Crime on a Tuesday. How dare the kidnappers. Can't imagine it's an abandoned school, well, with how well kept together the whole place is. What are you talking about? It's Thanksgiving break. Of course there won't be any kids here. Thanksgiving. Oh, right, yes, completely slipped my mind that. Well, guess what? It's not Thanksgiving. It's Easter. Definitely not my time zone. I record this 6 years earlier in advance before this game came out. Don't worry about it. I know Thanksgiving is no Christmas, but what sort of life are you living where you don't even remember it? I have no family. Oh. I remember Thanksgiving just fine, it just wasn't top of my mind right now. More to the point, I guess this means we're just some school during the holiday. Which brings us back to the question of why the perpetrator would choose this sort of location. Because it's easy to, to break into, right? Judging from the height, we've got to be on the 3rd floor, is it? Oh, there's a window. So we're not even close to the school's entrance. Ooh, try open the window. Why? Just do it. Oh my god. Fine. I tried to lift open the window, but the frame just wasn't budging. Okay, next up. Okay, sorry about this, Skelly. Pick up a femur bone or the funny bone and crash it against the window, as you do. Ugh. Looks like it should be able to open, but it's going nowhere. It was glued shut or something. Well, glass isn't glued shut either, so grab a chair. Damn it. I was hoping we could climb out of this mess. If you want to get out of here, you do realize the door over there is wide open, right? Oh, please. You and I both know if we walk out the door, there's no way things will be easy. Do you think if we banged in the window way out, someone would notice us? Yes, on Thanksgiving break? Obviously. Hey look, there's a whole crowd from right there. There doesn't seem to be anyone around this area. If there were, I doubt they'd notice us. I don't know about you, but I just had was standing around acting as armchair detectives when we just walk out the door. Armchair detectives? But we were standing up! Who knows, maybe it'll be simple and we can just leave. Yeah, if only. Still, you're right, there doesn't seem to be much useful in here. So far, this is really just a typical beginner stuff. Let's get going. We prepared to leave the room. Before we could leave, an augmented, warped, demonic voice started speaking of the speakers. Well, there goes the sci-fi route, it's now fantasy. Good morning, Rat. How dare you! Good morning, Ox. How was your sleep? Oh, okay, nice font change. Who is this? A master of the kidnappers, no doubt. I hope you got some rest. You'll need it for the upcoming race. The annual race? Okay, I bet Mouse, because Mouse faster out of Ox. Scare Ox. Get to the finish line. Win. Black, white, checker pattern. Beat. Win. Go. Be prepared for the jury to face judgment. The hell? I suggest you listen to what I have to say very carefully. Hold on, I gotta look at these books. Failure to comply with what I tell you will result in an immediate disqualification, and trust me, that outcome would leave no one satisfied. Yeah, me both. Now then, you should both promptly proceed to the starting line. In this case, that would be the cafeteria on the first floor. Okay, we gotta get ourselves filled up. Right, so the room should be a staircase, which will take you to the first floor. From there, the simple right turn to get there. Before you leave, make sure each of you grabs a tab with your respective animal printed on it. Take good care of these. They'll be critically important. That's all for now. Once again, do come quickly. And what if I don't wanna? Death. Snap. Okay. The Jade Emperor eagerly waits your arrival. Okay. With that, the speakers cut off, leaving just standing there, processing what we had just heard. What on earth was that? I'm not actually sure. Starting line, upcoming race, Jade Emperor? Jade Emperor sounds the most cool. Seriously, what is this lunatic even talking about? It's as if we were really on a really dumb reality TV show. Yes. That would be unlikely. You say that, but okay. Still, this is certainly outside my expectations. It appears that whoever captures us intends on indulging some childish fantasy where they are this Jade Emperor and we are his toys. Like a Laplace's demon? What the heck is that? What a clown. Here's to your career in the circus. I guess there's no reason to fear them, though. I wouldn't be so sure. That one line, be prepared for the joy to face judgment, concerns me. Yes. It was difficult to tell with his voice alterer. It seemed like he said that with an uncomfortable amount of seriousness. Serial business. It would be unwise to write this all off as just some dumb joke. Speaking of, why bother with the voice alterer? Because it's cool and stylish. I mean, everyone wants to be a demon, right? No? Just me? Okay, I'm the weird one here. It was really annoying. It's hard to even make out what they were saying. Even Mouse is against me. I wonder if the message was pre-recorded, or the voice filter can be applied to live audio. Hey, don't you think that the voice filter is actually a big hint? What do you mean? I mean, why bother with this thing if we don't know our perpetrator? They're taking the time to hide their voice. They gotta be someone who we would recognize. Not necessarily. It might just be a precaution. In case the perpetrator is later put under presumptive suspicion, the voice filter presents us for positively, identifying them. I guess it makes sense. Boring, but it makes sense. At the very least, it means that they don't plan on killing us, right? True. It'll be rather a logical precaution they were surely executing us. That does not guarantee our safety. Yeah. Are you always like this? Yes, sure, logic is fine here, but you're becoming a Debbie Downer, Mr. Oxy-Woxy man. Sorry, I'm just trying to help. Let's move on to what he said about heading to the starting line. How do you know it's a he? Demons can be girls too. I've met many. Doesn't sound like we have much of a choice in the matter, huh? Not necessarily. We could try boycotting the orders and not go there. Might force a kidnapper to tip their hand. Oh, you mean pissing off the very scary voice just threatened us? Great plan. That actually sounds like a good, fantastic, amazing, all-around great plan. Okay, Mouse? Or we can look around the school first and just hang straight to the cafeteria. Wandering around a creepy building, a random building, while still managing to piss off the scary voice? An even better idea. Exactly. I'm glad we're thinking the same page. Look, I'm just throwing around some ideas. Okay. Well, okay. Main character defense attorney. Ace attorney like, sound effects. Okay. You're fumbling around with some concepts at best. Okay, you're probably right. As much as I hate to admit it, at the moment we don't have much of a choice. For now, at least we should shut up, do what the voice tells us, and pay close attention to everything it says. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to follow my destiny. I'd rather go off and be a villain. Agreed. Then if we're in agreement, why don't we start making our way down? Nah. Let's. Fuck. With that, we grabbed our stuff and exited the room. Some part of me froze up at the moment I stepped foot into the hallway, like I just entered some hostile dimension, the demon dimension. But no, it was just normal school. Or was it? Okay, nothing to worry about. Like the voice said, there were stairs right by the classroom we had been in. We made our way down, and soon we were on the first floor. With a bit more wandering, we made our way to the cafeteria. This just looks like a very fancy, like, college, like, cafeteria. I think there's a couch in the right corner or something like that. There's high tables and all that. It doesn't seem much like a normal high school or middle school cafeteria or something like that. As we got closer, I started to hear voices. It seemed as though we weren't the only ones in the building. The cafeteria ended up being pretty spacious. Head of operations, let's go. It made sense of the voice, trademarked, TM'd, you can't steal anywhere else, would choose this to be the gathering area. I also couldn't help but notice a large TV bolted on the center wall. Judging by the surrounding aesthetics, it didn't seem to have been initially been there. More importantly, there were 4 other people already in the room, each of whom had a metal necklace just like ours. Okay, if we get painting supplies, I want to stylize mine. I want to set myself apart from everyone else. Even though I'm called Mouse. Mice. The man and woman arguing on the other side of the room caught my eye. Before I knew it, we were approached by the other 2 people present. Hey, great to see more faces. Okay, bunny shirt. Okay, gotcha. Blue hoodie. All right. Hell yeah, it's great. For a minute there, I was worried that those 2 weren't going to be the only other. Those 2 were going to be the only other ones here. That goes double for us. And I'd be stuck with Mr. Ox over here. Oh, no, thank you. Okay, I'm still here. Seriously, if we were left wandering around this creepy school by ourselves any longer, I think I would have gone crazy. You've been here for only 10 minutes. Is my company really that bad? Yes. Moving on. Anyways, you 2 don't happen to know why we're here, what's going to happen, do you? I'm afraid to say we don't know any more than you do. I'm guessing. You're both attacked, tied up, and brought here with any knowledge of our surroundings, right? Yep. And let me guess, the 2 of you woke up in some classroom with animal masks on. No! No? Yes! Okay. You freaked out when you realized you couldn't remove those collars, then some creepy voice came on the speakers and gave you a bunch of instructions? Pretty much. Then, yeah, you know just as much as we do. Hopefully we'll be able to get some answers here soon then, huh? Yeah, I hope so too. Anyways, it's not the best of circumstances, but it's a pleasure to meet you 2. Indeed. I'm called Ox, and you can call her Mouse. Ox? Mouse? We're using the animal mask we welcome as code names just as a general precaution. Did you already tell each other your names already? Oh, that sounds fun. I want to join in on that. What are you? Please tell me you're a good animal. But we already told each other our names. Yeah, but we haven't told anyone else. So then you 2 can call me Tiger. Okay, you're great. This here is Bunny. Or Rabbit. Sure, why not? I'm Bunny, I guess. And I hope to work with everyone to try to figure out what's happening. Can-do attitude. I hope to as well. I mean, we need to. This whole thing is crazy, right? What on earth is with this person calling themselves the Jade Emperor rigging up a school like this? Yeah, why can't they call themselves the Emerald or the Diamond or the Ruby Emperor, right? Why Jade? Jade is so last century. Yeah, it's pretty exciting, right? Oh. What? I mean, the whole kidnapping business? That was real lame, of course. Who assaults someone from behind with a taser? How am I supposed to fight back like that? Exactly, fairness. Putting that aside, it's really an incredible opportunity we've been presented with. Waking up with an animal mask, remembering more tablets, listening to a mysterious challenger, meeting with a bunch of interesting characters. This has to count as a once-in-a-lifetime experience, right? You have the best optimistic outlook. Okay, are you gonna say anything to ruin this exciting moment here then, Mr. Ox? Yeah, this probably qualifies as that, but... Exactly! We're in uncharted territory. I'm gonna face it with all I got. Yeah, it's actually kind of a lucky thing we got kidnapped when you really think about it. Are you serious? Shh. Shh. It's more fun than boring everyday life, okay? Eating cereal again. The bland cereal. And stealing other people's cereal just to have a different flavor of life. Yes. It's hard. Unless that cereal stealing is actually got me in a situation that I'm bad, no. How can you look at this with such an optimistic spin? We've been kidnapped by a mysterious stranger, and now we've got these dangerous collars tied to our necks which do God knows what. Well, how do you know they're dangerous? This is horrifying. You know, just thinking that. It's kind of like a horror story, but like real horrible. Oh, don't be such a downer. I mean, sure, this might be a bit of our comfort zone, but that's no reason to dismiss it from the start. It could be a learning experience. We're all students here, right? I'm an adult. And that kid over there is a kid. I see. Who knows? This could be a lot of fun. Fun? You consider felonies fun? Yes. What, do you not casually steal other people's cereal in that? Shame. I think we can all agree this is starting to be a memorable experience. See, he has the best way to look at it, including Mr. Tiger. Mrs. Tiger, sorry. Bunny Tiger. Cat Rabbit, okay. Frankly, the situation does make me incredulous. I surely can't believe it. But we should bottle our strong emotions for now and focus on what really matters, right? Yeah, you're right. That makes sense, Bunny. What's with the look? Nothing, just you're turning into a party pooper. This is why I've been going all against you. Do I know you two? Do you? Do you, though? Stroke chin. You might know me, maybe a Tiger? Your thoughts? I don't think so. But then again, I don't got the greatest memory, so who's to say? I'm probably mistaken then. It's just sort of a gut feeling. I try to dismiss those. You're a fun person. Anyways, I'm glad you two seem nice. Yes, but wait 5 more minutes and then we grow mean. Mouse can turn ravenous. Maybe bunnies too. Well, I've seen it once happen. They tore off 2 guys' arms once. It's only a flesh wound. I was worried we only get more Debbie Downers like those two. We already have a 3rd one right here. Yes, I'm going against you immediately. She gestured to the 2 other people in the cafe. Near all this time, they had made no effort to come and join a conversation. Aren't the friendliest of them? Not exactly. Between you and me, I would hesitate before thinking about trusting them. Sounds like that's bias right there. Oh, but don't tell them I said that, of course. Hey! Bunny said you to trust him! Neither Bunny nor Tiger seemed to have a good impression of the strangers. Because in this situation, this wasn't a time where I could afford to be picky with who I hung out with. I say you can. If it's not the same to you, I think I'm gonna go over there and say hi. I agreed. I think exchanging words at this point would be wise. I'll tag along then. Who knows? I might have just gotten off on the wrong foot. Well, you 3 go on ahead with that. I'm fine right here. With voice vocally abstaining from the meeting, the rest of us headed over to talk with the odd pair. Despite our approach, their argument didn't seem to calm down. I swear, if they're talking about serious matters and not a trivial argument, then I'm just dodge it out of the way. Only trivial arguments are only allowed here. I know a pussy like you might not get it, but there's a lot more at stake here. It's a little something called pride, you feel me? Oh god, we're going to sins again? Oh god. I'm trying to go through this whole game without making any comparisons. I'm trying my best not to. I ain't letting no necklace stop me from doing what I want to do, when I want to do it. Oh, come on. Oh, believe me, I'm perfectly aware of various irrational factors that may be influencing your decision making. You're a great bundle of sunshines. Even adding that to my calculations, disobeying the voice of the stage is not the wise move. Don't you look like I give a shit about the wise move? Yes, you look a whole sunshine array of bubble gum wrapped all into one and spit onto the curbside and stomped on several times in a row. No, you certainly don't. And you're just there. Now the fuck's that supposed to mean? Look, by all means, do what you wish. I believe you might serve as a very educational example for the rest of us. So a large part of me hopes that you disobey the established rules. What rules are those? However, due to us waking up in the same classroom, I have a very real and disturbing fear that 2 of us might be considered partners or some such by our captor. Oh, fuck. Does that mean I'm gonna be left with Mr. Debbie Downer Oxy Woxy over there? God. Considering the possibility, it would be awfully disadvantageous to me, if my partner were dead before the games begin. Even if it wouldn't make much of a difference. Nice. I like you. You wanna try saying that again? In fact, I'm telling you to. Say that again to my face. He just did. I find repeating myself a bore, but if you insist... Okay, I love you already. Hey, easy there. Hi, sorry to interrupt. Just want to introduce ourselves. My name is Mouse. Great, there's more of you. Now, who are you two? Well, I'm Mouse, and this right here is Ox. Ox? Mouse? What kind of names are those? The best kind. The best kind. You're just not part of our established clique. Ah. You turned to taking mantles of the animal mess you woke up in, yes? Quite the reasonable move. In that case, you may call me Snake. Snake? Snake? Snake! And this right here is Dragon. A dragon mask. You can actually have a lot of creative liberties with that. What would that even look like? That's not my name. Then what is your name? Please tell me. I like to spread gossip around. Never mind then. Oh, feel free to introduce yourself however you want. I just thought Mouse's naming suggestion appropriate. Well, I'm not a fan of playing pretend, but Dragon does sound like the coolest animal here, so I guess I'll go with it. See, you are already on the track to becoming a good character, see? Snake, I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation, but just a little earlier you mentioned before the games begin. Would you mind elaborating a bit more on that point? Well, the games begin, and the games before they begin. Ah, yes. That would raise some eyebrows. To be clear, I'm not privy to any information you are not. That's simply a presumption of mine. A presumption? It would rather be a rather tedious process to detail every step of my thought process, especially considering the theory will soon be confirmed and died. But it's fun! Just let me hear it, so I can debunk everything you say. To put it simply, everything I've seen so far suggests that we are going to be tasked with some sort of challenge involving the whole school, the lives hanging in the balance. Wait, our lives? Again, only a presumption. Yeah, everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbows. I have quite the imagination, so perhaps I'm overselling the stakes. That's a sensible theory to have. I was thinking something along those lines, though it's still far too early to call. Indeed it is. Actually, that could be entirely off the mark. Whatever the case might be, it seems that we're unfortunately dealing with amateurish work. For one, to the abductions, attaching us, tying us up, and then just waiting for us here to fall asleep. Oh, amateur work! Amateur hour, my dear sirs. And ma'am. Shut up. What a brutish method. Were our assailants to do their job properly, surely they could have arranged some sort of soporific to obviously knock each of us out. True, getting the proper drug dosage for each of us so as not kill would have been some work. But if they were going through the trouble of stalking us, getting a hold of our medical records surely couldn't have been too great a task. The mask as well as scream of a cheap production. They work on a budget? Then I just need to get a crowbar and take this bracelet off. That just means that this bracelet is non-high fashion. It's not. Remove it. It's not pure silver. It's just completely utterly garbage. Then throw it off. But wait, if there's a big budget here, the bracelets actually are made of pure silver. Then maybe this is the most expensive thing in this whole entire building. Okay, never mind. Keep it on. Did I get these at the dollar store? Yes. For 30 cents a pop. Truly, it couldn't have been too much trouble to bother getting some massive higher quality, seeing as these are likely to be a focal point of whatever's to come. Wow, that's a real eye for detail I have there. Yeah, I'm kind of accepting that. No passive attitude towards our abduction. Ox? Stop it. These two are very more, Tiger and Bunny are really just having more optimistic way of doing this, and yet this guy's passive and thoughts through things logically. What? I swear to God, don't go down that route. Oh no, don't get me mistaken. So far, the only two people, they literally just you literally walked up to them and had an argument with, and saw them, the dragon and Snake having an argument. Passive? A passive approach to the games. Okay. I had nothing like Miss Tiger, that is. Wait, how do you know that that's her animal? What? I find this whole thing incredibly aggravating and insulting, not to mention frightening. You couldn't have overheard them talking about code names just now. What? However, it's one thing to duck me beautifully, another altogether do so in an ugly fashion. I don't like your sweater vest. Beautifully? Look at it like this. Even if you just like poetry. Oh god, you're a poetry teacher. Actually, depends what time of poetry. Surely you've rather read good poetry than bad at forced. I don't think those two situations are comparable. Forget it with this clown. He'll talk and talk and talk with a bunch of fancy speak and logic and whatever, but he won't do shit. Speak to Ox. As opposed to you, who wish to be blatantly ignore simple rules. What rules? Hell yeah, I would ignore them. I don't get why you're all kowtowing to some bitch too afraid to even show their face. I'm not dying to someone like that. Oh, someone like that was able to knock you out, right? Well, at least I actually got a hit on the asshole, unlike everyone else. Oh, they get a black eye? Okay, your best contender here. I stick with you. You got a hit in? Before I could further discuss that, I heard a commotion coming from the other side of the room. It appeared that two more had made their way to the starting line. Tiger was already greeting them, but I want to talk to everyone I could. I want to talk to all these weirdos except I just want to get away from Ox. I'm gonna go talk to the new visitors. New guests, new fresh, new prey, new blood. You do that. I want to talk with these three some more. Okay, you have fun with that. Don't let them bore you, okay? Midway over to the new guests, whose difference in builds slightly startled me. Judging by their facial expressions, they were both unamused with Tiger, who's likely getting to the part where she explained why being abducted was actually a good thing. Okay. So, we still don't know what's going on? Well, yes, that's how kidnapping works. Not yet, but I'm sure we'll learn soon. Guess that's that then. Silent man. He's talking. What's what? Oh, mouse! Great timing. I was explaining the situation to horse and sheep here. Horse and sheep. Okay, burly man, you're sheep, I'm assuming. Hi, good to see some faces. Oh, you're horse. Okay. How so? Seems like a downside to me. I'll just make voices by animal. Nay. Oh, so, seems like a downside to me. Nay. Don't be like that. Fine. It's good to meet you, mouse. I'm horse. If you need me anything, ask me and I'll help if I can. I'm sheep. It's really to see that we aren't the only ones here. Not that I'm ungrateful for you being here, horse. Not at all. You've been really nice. What, are you saying the tiger wasn't nice either? Just, you know, more people feel less like I'm being targeted for something, and more like I'm just part of a group, you know? I totally get how you feel. It was a relief to me as well. If I was all alone, I probably would be in tears right now. But with a group like this, I'm sure that no matter what happens, we'll be able to band together and get through this with the power of friendship. Yeah, now you're talking, mouse. It's always a mouse. That's the spirit you gotta have. What do you say, horse? Nay or yay? Seems unlikely. Nay it is! Huh? Band together seems unlikely. Definitely nay! Nay! Why? Just a hunch. Yes. Okay, calling it right now. I just like these. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern of what characters I like just the most in terms of archetypes. And okay, you great. Horse, nay. Let's see. Snake, yes. Dragon, yes. Probably the most extravagant characters. Yeah, actually, the most extravagant characters are the ones I'm most intrigued and interested in. The rest of all you resty westy woos are just too bland for my taste. I've seen other games which had like very like ordinary cast, like even ordinary personalities, yet I just loved them for too much. And later on, they turned to be more extraordinary characters. So maybe it's just the vibe I'm getting from them. Are you basing that hunch on anything? Past experience. I see. Past experience. Wait, have you been in a dangerous situation like this before? Yes. Sort of. I'll take that as a yay then. I hoped Horse would elaborate some of that point, but he didn't seem like he was in a chatty mood. Yes. Silent man, apparently, even though he's quite chatty too. It was an awkward silence, but luckily it was interrupted by two new faces walking in. How many people? One of which I recognized. He's my best pal in the world! More people? Fabulous! Why do you have a whole thing around your feathers? Okay. Okay, rooster? Chicken? Well, let's go with rooster. It was real dreamy with just the two of us, no offense. None taken. I too am grateful for the presence of others. Why are you speaking like a robot now? A journey alone would have been trying. Okay, never mind. That's why I got the sense of giving you that voice. Okay. Ha! You wouldn't have been alone. I would have been here. You had me there. Hi, Hey, is that... Mouse. You can call me Mouse. We're using the animal masks we received as code names, just in case. Stage names, huh? Well, I'm used to that sort of thing. Theater person. Okay, you're another good person. Count me aboard. I'm Rooster. This right here is my lovely assistant, Monkey. Okay. Wait, is that bananas on your jeans, sweatpants? Well, this is maybe one of my many roles in life. It's certainly not what I like to define myself as. Wait, how'd you already get an internship with this guy? But yes, my mask was a monkey, so you may call me as such. So why are you all here? I'm sorry to say, but I don't recognize one of you. Recognize? It's a bummer, but we're here is still a mystery to all of us, as will be a mystery for the longest time. Unless the next second they just basically laid out why you're all here exactly, but not the purpose as to why this is all happening. Why? Do you know why you're here? It's astoundingly obvious, at least to a intellect like mine. Okay, oh boy. At first, I thought I was being held for ransom. Some opportunistic scoundrel was leveraging my life to get a few measly miss. What? Miss. What? Okay. But as I thought about it some more, I made the genius deduction that I felt that was the case. Oh god. If you're using big words like deduction, oh god. I just realizing this now, but I don't know why, but you're just the way you styled your hair and just like, oh god, I don't know why, just large forehead there. Everyone else is fine, but you, I don't know why, something is off-putting about that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is out of everyone else. There'd be no reason to let me wander around the school, give me the opportunity to make a stellar escape, or are you just gonna light a ring of fire on and like, that will immediately grant you access out a window. Oh, well, let's see that, show me right now. With that first possibility off of the table, the only option left is that some rabid fangirl catches me in order to make me act in some perverted fantasy. Mouse, definitely you. Understandable. I see. Understandable. Yeah, all the ones who are the most interesting I'm just loving. So if you're all here, then you must also be famousies that are being forced to play along. I'm famous. Don't let it get to your head, Mouse. Well, you're saying none of you are well known? No. I just realized that guy's been talking the whole time. Only too loud for a while. No. Drats. I'm not with famous people. Lower class people. Gotta get off now. It appears I was a bit off the mark with that theory. If you thought this was catching famous people, then what did you think Monkey was doing here? I thought the villain had brought her here to give me a love interest. Okay, main character syndrome. Okay, you're the most interesting character so far. At the time, I too thought it was a strange casting choice, but maybe they just had a thing for Asian chicks. Oh. Okay. As you can see, this has been a troubling time for us both. Does this mean that you're famous Rooster? Is his actual stage name Rooster too? Naturally. I know we're doing just normal, well, no, I was gonna say stage names, code names, but no, we gotta go with surnames, because that's how Ox put it. Like, god, that sounds so stupid. Really? That's so cool! Are you really? I don't recognize you. I guess you just don't watch enough movies. Okay. Anyone who did recognize me as an up-and-coming movie star, one of the hottest names in the film world. Well, if everyone already knows what your name is, and many people already know your name here too, then it shouldn't be a problem for you revealing your own name right now. Maybe the most trustworthy person in the group then. That's odd. I love watching movies, yet I don't recognize your face at all. Me neither. You were the one who just brought up the whole famous... Oh no. I'm getting... Oh god. Oh? Huh. Guess I haven't exactly been as mainstream as I thought. Niche. What, like, what you've been thinking you've been just acting in major blockbusters this whole time, and you're just brought back to reality now? Gotcha. At any rate, I can assure you I'm a very well respected in certain circles. Definitely famous enough that crazy fans are a real problem. Well, I think we can safely rule that out as a motive for now. Monkey, it looked like you recognize Mouse. Is that right? Shh. Yeah, Monkey here is actually my therapist. Oh, I thought Monkey was talking right there. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you were a law student? You're practicing therapy on the side? Okay. I was really shocked to see her here. You use a therapist? Don't make me jump you down so hard on my list. What? Did something really messed up happen in your past or something? Oh no. Unnecessary. You don't need some tragic event in your life for a therapist to be useful. Okay, there's a reason why I like this guy even before he even started. Oh god. Excellently said, Horace. More and more, we're learning that every human has struggles in their life. Oh yes, even mine. Mental health problems already. Whole abundance. That's why it'll probably take a while for me to actually upload things, because I don't want things to be sad when I'm going through this. Or I just get really frustrated. It happened once when I was going through, well, actually, I was gonna say it happened when going through Birth Me Code, but that was just a situation where I was just a bit frustrated with the plot development of the game, which I cut out. Mostly because it wasn't the game's fault. Yeah. It's just a me thing. Though some may appear greater than others on the outside, we can't know how everyone handles them. Exactly. What we can know is that everyone deserves to be at peace, living a happy life. Finding a stable mental state is an essential step for many in that process. Yes. I don't know. Every single word you're uttering now, I'm just bringing you so hard down. Right down low. Do not say another word. You were meh when I first saw you, but now you're going lower. Do not. The next thing you better say better be going up an escalator instead of down an elevator shaft. It's one thing if something super tragic happened, but otherwise it just sounds like you're not approaching life with a good enough attitude. Some people have mental disorders too, you know. And some people don't even have the right chemical. Sometimes they have chemical imbalances in their brain, stuff like that. Oh god. Okay, okay, just sound like you're just ignorant of that. Okay. Excuse me? Okay, thank goodness. Peace. Peace. Peacemaker. Peacemaker. Let there be peace. It is quite understandable mindset. Society has many broad misconceptions about mental health, reinforced by a history spent dismissing what is natural as weak. I commend you, Tiger, for being able to maintain such a positive outlook in life. Well, you can give her that, okay. I agree that for someone like you, I doubt therapy would be much use. Obviously, why would it? As this conversation continued, I noticed that 2 more people entered the cafeteria. We're not even... Okay, how many people are here? Oh boy. Please tell me these are the last 2. The other group was already filling them in. I said I wanted to make my introduction, so I walked over to them. Ah. So I guess I'd be Dog then. Woof. And you're fine with being called that? Oh god, please. Wait, if you're gonna make another bitch joke. Oh! You call me anything you want. I honestly don't give a shit. Just call me late to dinner. Just don't call me late to dinner. Okay, yeah, okay. That joke wasn't worth a chuckle. Oh, it was worth more than that. Yep. See, he has a good attitude. I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah. Why? You want to bring up the mood, and now you're bringing down the mood. What is your prerogative now? Well, I guess you could call me Pig then. Oh, I don't like that very much at all. What was your pig mess? Boar. We can call you Boar if you want. What boar? Yes! See? We're on the same wavelength! Okay. Would boar be preferable? Not really. Well, I mean, boars are more ferocious, or at least known to be so. I don't really know too much about boars entirely, but pigs and boars, I guess, are my favorite animal. I think in this situation, well, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't be called. I don't care being what be called. You know, I'm fat myself, but you know, yeah. Hey guys, nice to meet you too. Shush your goddamn insulting. Ah, Mouse, a pleasure to have you rejoin us. Oh, soon enough, people. The second someone's gonna call us rat, then all hell is gonna break loose. Crucify them, ostracize them, kill them. Serial business. It's pretty nuts what's going on right now, isn't it? Yes, a whole load of mixed bag cashews trail mix. You're telling me I'm losing it right now. Well, good thing we have a therapist over there. You can talk to them if you want. I mean, what even is happening? I like that gesture. Why can't my life just be nice and simple? Simple and clean. It's all I ever wanted. Okay, you're gonna interesting. I love you. But no, I have to be trapped in this scary school with these scary masks and this scary collar. How scary was the pig and dog masks? Okay. I hate it. It's so scary. Exactly. See, you're already making friends, Mouse. Yep, this pretty much blows. You're definitely the suave, cooler type, huh? If you're gonna kill me, just get on with it. Don't make me wade through all this bullshit. Doing a race with Edward? Such a pain. My first thought, now I just forgot to remind of a terrible game I think called the Zoo Race. I think I'm getting the name wrong, but if you know what I'm talking about, then oh no. Oh god. Well, already this game is better than that so far. Yes. Then why go along with it? Death. I said it once and I'll say it again. We have no obligation to do what this voiced fuck tells us to. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just not like there's any difficulty in this destruction so far. Might as well go along with them. Just mosey on to the path of life. Okay, so let's see here. I'm actually going to lead us off here, so let's see. As soon as it's all of them, and 5 more characters don't appear in the next 2 seconds, then after I continue on from here. Let's see. Snake is probably the most suspicious, just from that small comment. He's interesting. Dragon, just I guess conflict starter, stuff like that. Just like interesting. Dog, very suave. Pig, I just like how you talk, just seriously. Mouse, stereotypical protagonist. Okay, meh. Ox, no. Moving on. Horse, love. He's great. Tiger, meh. Understandable why she thinks that way, but meh. Let's see. Who was it? Bunny? I think he's another meh character. It's a bit weird how the 2 meh characters are in the same group, and if everyone's in the pairings like this, so far it's mostly just setup and all that. I want to know what's this apart from other death games, almost. Yeah. That's the one thing I'm gonna be the most intrigued by. I'll be honestly astonished. It's like this is the most grounded, death game of anything. Like no sci-fi or I guess extraordinary events unlike other ones. Like sure, I guess deaths and all that, but in terms of very, very out there, exaggerated events, I wonder how that would even form in a very grounded war story. Because most of the cast here seem very, very much more grounded. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking pretty interesting so far. At least in terms of some of the character personalities. The second I met Tiger and Bunny Rabbit. Bunny Rabbit. I was actually kind of getting a bit worried if all the characters are going to be a bit uninteresting. Because I don't really like Ox too much. Very logical. Yes, I understand that, but please don't. Don't be Debbie Downer. Mr. Oxy Woxy do. Okay. Oh well. Well, this is turning interesting so far. And we'll see if I guess what the development of the actual games and the rules are for next time. So, for a fun time to watch as I am playing this, hope to see you next time. The time may be, and I'll hope you have a fantastic day.